Welcome to this video. I'm playing Frankie J from the US, and I just started with the fianchetto, not thinking much about the actual setup that I'm going to choose. Symmetrical English. Here there are many interesting lines that black can play. This is one of them. The idea is just to go queen d7 and bishop h3. Okay, it's Blitz chess. Let's try this. It's not entirely convincing, probably h4. But well, once in a while those kind of attacks do work. If I go h4 now, he can just take it with the knight. They don't have any particular compensation. Maybe I can try to pin him first here. Exchanging this bishop for the knight could be a good idea strategically anyway, to control d4. And I still can play h4 now, unless he's unless he's playing h4 himself. Okay, where do I put this knight? I can probably should I do that? I'm not sure. I'd like to develop it, of course, but I don't want to block the bishop on g7. This is why I'm going for knight g7. Yeah, I've got enough control over d4 due to this useful pin, g4, bishop pinning the knight. Also note that I have not castled. This might be handy later. Okay, so just taking, or anything better? No, let's just control the important squares in the center. I still haven't castled. I didn't want to castle first because sometimes there are vague ideas of playing g5 takes h4 and so on, but this only should work on a very good day. Okay, knight e5. Is this a move? Knight e5. Just being annoying. I'm not quite sure what bishop g5 does. Maybe he wants to play e5 and knight e4, something along those lines. At the moment I don't really see a reason why I should castle. After castling he can play bishop h6, exchange my bishop. Not terrible, but it's not clear that I should give up my bishop on g7. That's a strong piece, controlling the long diagonal. Yeah, the typical play here with b4 and b5. If I go b5 and he goes b4, yeah. I'm a bit quicker. I wonder if the weird idea knight b3 and then knight d4 is worth considering, to make sure I play b5 without him responding b4. Okay, this is so strange. I need to test it. Looks completely wacky. Probably it is. Yeah, I want to play b5 next move, and I want to stop him playing b4. quite a strange idea. Maybe it's really rubbish. Okay, should I take then knight d4, then b5? Here.
Check.
Yeah, I'll take. This kind of trade is actually useful for me, because this is the notorious superfluous knight. Two knights competing for the d4 square, I only need one of them. This is one of those things described by Mark Dvoretsky in his books. One of them. Yeah, I'm always a bit critical about those books, but this is a very useful concept to know. Also could have taken with the pawn, of course, but I thought I have some play against the b pawn, but this is not great. Yeah, now I would have liked to have the tempo for castles. I mean, wrong sentence. It would have been great if I had castled already. This is what I was trying to say. Okay, it's nothing terrible, but still, yeah. If he takes a6, I'm going to take b4. I don't see a drawback. Besides that, it simplifies the position, okay, but I don't think I'm allowing anything terrible. He cannot use this rook. This is useful. Rook c1, there's knight e2, rook a1, also knight e2. And he only has this one check here, which I can simply answer with king h7. So I'm probably still a tad more comfortable. Yeah, knight c2. And taking then bishop d4. Yeah, this is actually a good idea.
Check.
Okay. Bishop d4, of course, my idea, but then he's got rook f3. A weird move, but okay, I can play f6. I can play f6, which is important. Just covering here. King g7 was stronger though. He could have played queen f8. Let's see how to play this now. f5. F5 the right idea? Not sure. Not sure at all. Maybe we can play. At least his rook is now mobile again. This is. Oh, I'm just forgetting to move. Oops. No, the time
warning.
Just 12 seconds left.
Check. Check. Check.
Wow, losing this
Check.
game is completely idiotic.
Check. 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 Black forfeits on time.
I completely forgot the clock at one point. Okay, look here, I'm 30 seconds up and then I just fell asleep. Yeah, too much medication for the cold. I don't know. I mean, black is just clearly better in this position, but I forgot to move. Around here I was still time up and I spent 30 seconds here. Complete nonsense. F5 is okay, but I'm just far too slow. Queen A7 here is just winning on F2. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I simply forgot to play. Other than that, it looked like a pretty decent positional game. I'm always controlling the more important squares. And
check.
Around here, this just is a much better bishop in comparison to G2. What I can try to explain better at this stage is this thing with the superfluous knight. This idea is about this square on d4, or any square, which is usually used by a knight, this central outpost or other outpost. Black has two knights, and only one knight can occupy this square. Therefore, the c6 knight is basically a superfluous piece. It doesn't do much besides looking at the same square on d4 where its colleague is already posted. And therefore, here, knight e2 is a move that black welcomes. Now I can exchange one knight, and now I have two good pieces left against a bad piece on g2. And this is why black is also somewhat better in this position. It's not terribly serious, but black is slightly better. And it became serious a bit later. Alright, thanks for watching.